Hey everybody, Paul Turner here with thediscipleproject.net, and welcome to More Than a Youth Room on the road with my friend Ben Birdsong here and his church. He has gladly welcomed us in at Meadowbrook Baptist Church. Say hey, Ben.
Hey.
He's going to reveal all the tips, tricks, and secrets of a great youth room. And we're going to take a little trip now into his youth room. Let's go follow Ben. Check out his youth room. I'll get you the view this way. Look at this. Well, Ben, tell me what we're looking at here, buddy.
This is our cafe area. Our church, this is our old sanctuary that got converted into a youth room initially and then got redone in the last year and a half. So this space was originally the worship center, and so what you see here is you see like a hall set up. Originally there was a hall here. We blew out the hall and opened it up to be a cafe area for our students to be able to hang out and build relationships and all that kind of stuff. And so what we really like about this space is it created an environment where our students want to be here, so they all get here early and do homework and hang out and just spend time in community together.
Wait a second, they do homework? Say that again?
They do homework. We like to do homework. You know about that, right? That's important every once in a while.
I didn't do any homework.
I did too much homework.
So see, there's the difference right there.
Maybe part of the problem.
So they walk. So basically, when kids walk in, they walk right into the fellowship area. They walk into that versus walking into a sanctuary or something like that. So they kind of go through here. What kind of flooring you got here?
This is a laminate that looks like it's hardwood, but it's not. They're individual pieces. Yeah. Everything in this facility is pieces that can be popped up if something gets wet or gets something spilled deep into it or whatever, so for long term. We've also found this space has been used a lot by our church. People want to have fellowships and Sunday school socials and different things.
Do you make them fill out paperwork?
Yes, they have paperwork.
Yes, fill out paperwork.
Lots of paperwork and fun like that. So as we're coming in,
let's come on in.
We want to do cafe first. That's fine.
Yeah, let's just do right in here. Yeah, we'll just go with that.
So we got tables and chairs. Wouldn't recommend these tables and chairs, but we got.
Where'd you get them? Where'd you get them from anyway? Just so that people can know where you got the tables and chairs from.
Lowe's has a company that is a Lowe's partner online that sells furniture, and that's where we got that. These look really cool. They don't hold up super well with middle schoolers and high schoolers, and they go up and down, and so we've had a lot of issues with stuff.
Well, looking cool is kind of the effect here. I mean, look, if they're going to break, they're going to break anyway, but you know.
Yeah. As we're coming over here, as you're walking in, this is our magnet board. So we have a magnet board where all of our announcement stuff and pictures from events and all those kind of things go up. This has worked real well. Prior to this, you had posters for everything, and you tape it to the wall and then make the walls look bad. So this has really helped in that. And so as you're coming in here, this is our cafe. This cafe is set up, and our students serve in this area as far as going to the cafe, and different students work every week. As far as selling, we sell drinks and candy and snacks and all that kind of stuff. We essentially had one vending machine in this building, and it didn't do chips or cookies or anything like that. So we've opened up a vending area, which the whole church enjoys as well.
And the money goes towards the youth program, right?
That's exactly right. Actually, the money goes to help sponsor. We have a compassion child that we sponsor in the Dominican Republic. And so part of the funds from this go to sponsor him. What was really cool is this summer we had an opportunity to go on a mission trip to the DR and meet our compassion kids. So he's not just a picture we download off the internet, he's a real person. This is concrete that has been sealed and all that kind of stuff. We initially went with the concrete because we planned on the concrete floors being concrete, but when you're in a 20-plus-year-old building and you pull up the concrete, you realize the concrete has more issues than you want, which is why we went with the laminate. I would not recommend doing concrete because it is absorbent, and so it's going to suck up the water and drinks and that kind of stuff that's there. We put in an ice maker, and we got a little refrigerator here.
Oh, so sweet.
That has everything, all the kinds of drink stuff that we stock.
I love it.
And all that. Here's another tip and trick while we're at it. If you want to do candy and stuff easily, we got fancy baskets that everything just lives in, so that it's not sitting out for.
Get them out of the boxes. Get them out of the boxes they come in, right?
That's exactly right. Get out of the boxes and all that. So cafe part. Over here on this side, we have stuff that is here that students love. If they're in hockey,
pool table. Can we check out these classrooms? Because I like the way some of these classrooms are laid out.
One other thing real quick.
Sure, show me something, yes.
We put in a secondary sound system, and here's someone's Pop-Tarts. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know what you're going to...
So
you got to have the Pop-Tarts, man.
We put a secondary sound system in here. It has a run from our main worship room as well as several channels, so we can run actually an acoustic worship set in here with the system in this room.
Very nice.
So that gives an option.
Where the speakers are up there.
Yeah,
I see
speakers
those.
are mounted up there. Yep. So one thing we wish we would have done too is you're thinking about doing a larger space like this. We have a high ceiling in here which gives really bad echo. And so you want to look at acoustics and echoes, which we should have done. So coming in here.
Now, how are these rooms broken up, by the way? This is middle school guys, right?
This is middle school
guys.
This
is your Sunday school room, is that right?
This is my Sunday school room, yeah. Actually, we were broken up. We do gender split for middle school. So we have middle school guys class, middle school girls class, and then we split high school 9th and 10th, 11th and 12th. Okay. So these rooms are all designed pretty comparable. Chairs, single couch in there, and then we use the same tables from the cafe. Serve as teaching tables in all of our environments, and then each room we have set up with a TV for the room, and then did HDMI's on the wall, so you can just pop your iPod or iPad or whatever and it goes live on TV. Right. A lot of our teachers have been doing that, which has worked real well.
Let's carry on. We're going to go check out the sanctuary, I believe, now, so let's kind of take a look into there. We'll give you a view walking in.
So this is the student ministry worship room. This is the former sanctuary of the church. And so, as far as how this is set up, we had a stage that was shorter that we extended out. Let's just go up here on the stage. Teaching table is done just like the other environments. This moves on and off the platform as part of worship.
I gotta say, I do like the round teaching table. Many of that is the hot thing for youth ministry and pastors and whatnot. The round teaching table. If you don't have one, I'm not really sure if you're legitimate or not. So round tables make you legit, by the way. Just want to point that out. Sarcasm.
Very nice. We extended our stage and put inputs and plugs and everything in the stage, which has been nice and helpful to have that there. As far as, let me think, what else in here? Up top, if you'll notice where the lights are, we have the LED bars, which we can see an example LED bar.
Yeah, we saw these. If you remember in our last episode of John Hyers Church, these LED bars, very popular and also very functional. So keep those in mind.
What we did up there, that's where the speakers were back when this was the sanctuary, and it had some nasty looking fabric over the top of it. So we pulled all the fabric out. Those are actually the little posters that you would do like a political campaign sign on them. So they have air holes in the middle of them, so the light shoots through them to the front. Works great. If they fall out or whatever, we just hot glued them in, and so if it gets knocked out, you just glue it back in, and that's worked really well for us up there. Definitely so.
So what are your? So tell me one thing about challenges. What obviously we talked about the noise a little bit. We talked about the highlight. What are the challenges of this room, or even your whole space here? What do you think some of your challenges are?
That's a good question. I think the echoing is a challenge. I think the tables have been a challenge. As a whole, one of the reasons we renovated a year and a half ago and did what we did is we had issues with rec space and worship space being one and the same, and especially with middle schoolers, it's hard to put down the ping pong to go worship God and vice versa. And so separating those
out. It's not hard, is it?
Separating those out was very helpful. So that's one thing that's helped in this process a lot of ways. And so that's a challenge that we fixed. As far as like additional challenges, I mean, I don't have any complaints.
Well, let's flip that. If we increased your budget by a few $1,000s, what else would you like to do in this space that would better suit your mission and your purpose within your church?
I think we would want to do more from a praise band standpoint with tech. We've gone to some iPad stuff. Would like to have each person have an iPad and all that kind of stuff.
Well, and do this real quick. Where's your iPad at? Do you have your iPad handy? You want to be able to show us the...
Yeah, we can go up there and look at it.
We're going to show you something really cool. He does have some high-tech stuff here if you're interested in that sort of thing, which I think many youth workers are. He's going to show you for his TVs. He's got these TVs here, right up on the wall here, and the TVs you saw in the other room. And he has something that controls all of those TVs and that you can show me. Now, it may or may not work, folks. Let me just point that out. We tested it earlier, and sometimes, like tech it sometimes works, sometimes not. Now, tell me what system you're working on here. What is the program?
This is a Crestron system. And so how it works is the master screen controls every TV in the room. And so you have the different inputs on the bottom, and you can select and turn on and turn off TVs all throughout the building. So it's a one-stop shop that controls the building.
So this system that they've given you here, and somebody donated it to you, right?
Yeah.
So this is much like Apple TV or things like that, where you can mirror what you're doing on there, and you can be able to put Netflix, or you said you can do channels, you can do ESPN, you can do sports in there.
Yeah, we do ESPN stream and stuff through Apple TVs, which tends to work pretty well. So we have 2 Apple TVs that are set up. If you have like cable or DirecTV or whatever, you can set up your own account through Apple TV and stream whatever you want to stream there. The other thing we've gone to is we have a digital soundboard, and so this iPad also controls all our mixing from a sound standpoint, and our students on stage have their own iPod that they use and bring from home, where they manage their own ears for sound. And so we do an all-wired earpiece set, but they control it on their own phone. So that's kind of where we are tech-wise here.
Okay, well, let me see where's your soundboard? Let me step up into your sound booth here. Use a PC?
Use a Mac with a PC, with a TV.
Oh, the TV, so you're using a Mac, okay.
Mac with the TV.
And what kind of software are you running your stuff with?
We're running it with ProPresenter.
ProPresenter.
So we run ProPresenter.
You say yay ProPresenter?
Yay ProPresenter. ProPresenter is great.
Okay.
So we run ProPresenter, and then for sound, we run, I got all this turned off. This is our board, and the board is digital, and so everything is controlled off the iPad itself.
All right, another great feature of this room here is this, what you think is windows, and it technically is, but Ben, what do we have here? This is pretty awesome right here.
We have a garage door. Let me show you what it does. So,
please show us what it does. This is pretty epic.
What this allows you to do is it allows you to have 2 types of environment. So you can have a smaller environment. So you can have a smaller environment. There we go. If you have a smaller environment where you separate what's going on in a cafe space from your worship space. So on a Wednesday night, we would leave this open until we started, and then shut the door and kind of shut in the environment. And so it allows a larger environment versus a smaller environment. We've also enjoyed using it as far as creating more space. And what I like about it, with being a window, is this whole environment is somewhere where you can see students. So if I'm in here, I'm in there, I can see what's going on in the whole space because it's all windowed out.
My goodness, that is phenomenal. I mean, a garage door. What an easy, not an easy, but a really cool fixture in the room, because it's see-through. Did you have to order that special, by the way?
We did. It was special order.
Special ordered see-through windows. That is tremendous. I don't know about you, but I would kill to have one of these in my room. That's just so awesome because it just makes things bigger, opens up the room to everybody. My goodness, Ben, that's awesome. So, all right, as we're wrapping up in this room here, Ben, tell us a little bit about what is, if somebody's watching this and they're talking about their youth room and maybe they're just getting started, they're looking for ideas or things like that.
Yeah.
What do you recommend to them that are maybe just getting started,
yeah,
or they're just trying to upgrade or whatever they're doing? Where would you say the greatest investment, or how should they do it? Maybe how should they invest to scale their room to where they want it to be?
What I would do is I would come up with your goals. What are you looking for? What kind of spaces? What kind of environments are you looking for your students? When we're in the transition here of you upgrading the space, I went and saw several different churches, called several different youth pastors in the community, and went to their churches and did exactly what Paul's doing today, and walked through their environment and asked them questions about different things that were there. And so that's a good starting point. Check it, see what your goals are, see what your budget is, and then go check out other churches and see what they're doing and see what you can learn and gather from them.
That is an excellent answer. You should listen to Ben. Ben knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for a little while. He's made a few rooms. He's done a few rooms. So pay attention. Write those things down. So that is it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys being here as part of the channel today. And so if you have questions for Ben, you can leave some questions down below about his setup or anything like that. You can do that. Ben will be happy to answer those questions for you. If you're a guest today, thank you so much for just hanging with us for a little while. Appreciate you watching the show today. If you would like to be part of this community, it's super easy to do. All you got to do is click on Ben's face there. That will be where you can subscribe and be part of the community here. And you get videos like this in your inbox on a regular basis. If you're a regular, thank you so much for being a part. You guys appreciate the thumbs up, the shares, all that you guys do. Leave your questions down below as well. And we want to thank Ben today for just being a part of the show. Thanks,
Ben.
Ben.
Paul. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you guys next time on More Than a Youth Room. If you are local, by the way, in Birmingham, and you'd like to feature your room on this show, let me know. I'll be happy to come on out and see you. All right, so until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Have a great day, buddy.
Have a good day.
Bye.